told we don't have that clip, which is rather unfortunate, but somebody we have here is Senator ABARIBE, who supports the idea of ranches as the way to end the cycle of revenge attacks. We were hoping to see a clip of him earlier during the debate at the Senate, but that clip, unfortunately, is not here. But Senator ABARIBE joins me now in the studio. Thank you very much indeed for coming in. And first of all, let me apologize profusely because we've had some monstrous technical problems inside the studio. You were a witness to that. We had a major disturbance in here, and unfortunately that cut off all our systems. We've only just got the systems back on, so we appreciate your patience. And as we say, we owe you one. So thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
There was an issue you were drawing attention to, though, in the clip that we were hoping to have seen, which is about the Land Use Act and how it relates to the issue of ranching. Do you mind explaining to us what the issue is with that?
Well, let me just say that anytime that this matter comes up, and by virtue of hindsight, having been in the Senate for a very long time, there has always been an effort made by different senators to deal with this issue. And anytime the issue comes up, there will always be this set of arguments that are made. And once those who make those arguments start with it, what will now happen is that we end up always quarreling among ourselves, and then that bill never gets, done. And what I was trying to point out in that at that time is, look at this set of arguments. By virtue of the fact that I have always been in this Senate, this matter will always come up. And I was trying to tell all my colleagues, those who are about 70% of the senators there today just came into the Senate. So they have to have a virtue of having those of us who have been there before to say, these things have come before.
Right, to give them the background.
And this is the background.
Right.
And I started by saying, well, Senator Kwankwaso, at the time he was a senator, brought this same bill. But this is what always happens. First, there will be the argument about our rights as Nigerians. And of course, one of our rights is that you have the right for free movement within Nigeria. But whenever they bring that argument of free movement, they never bring the other argument of a right to life, which is a constitutional right and security. And so nobody has a right to take your life because it's a header. They never bring up that one. Then the second one will be, there's a right, there's an ECOWAS protocol, there's this and that. And of course, when that doesn't go on, the next one they will now say is, okay, there is a Land Use Act. And this act vests all powers of right to land in the governors. And so I was simply trying to tell everybody, these are the issues that we must have to deal with. How do we get the governors to buy to this so that if somebody needs land, the governor will give him once it's for ranching?
Right.
Precisely. And we can't run away from this. But then, if we go back in time, this is a matter that we raised a long time once the Buhari regime started. Don't forget, what has happened in Nigeria is that most of the time when something comes up today, we never sit back and say, how did we get to this point? We got to this point by virtue of the fact of the effort to remove President Jonathan. There had always been this herder-farmer clash, but it never got to this point where whole communities were exterminated so that some people will be roaming freely within their land, which is what happens in Plateau and in Benue State.
I think Benue is the worst hit.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because most of the banks of the Benue is lush because it's watered by the Benue River. And so they want, these people came and they want. And who are these people? And that's a question that we have not dealt with. The bill first said that we have to confine these people to the ranches within their states of origin. And somebody woke up and said, no, every Nigerian has a right to go around. There's no such thing like a state of origin. Why will anybody make that statement? Reason is that in trying to remove Jonathan, there were stateless persons that were from the Sahel region that were imported into Nigeria. And a former chairman of PDP made that statement. I'm not the person that made it.
But that importation is a fact, is it?
That importation is a fact. If you ask any Nigerian Fulani, he will tell you that there's something called the Bororo Fulani. And that Bororo Fulani are these imported ones. They don't own land. Therefore, what they want to do is to settle in Nigeria. They were given free passage, let me just say it, by the Buhari regime. And we were shouting at that time, don't bring people into Nigeria who are not Nigerians. They won't have sympathy. They won't know what has happened. All they want to do is displace you, take over your place, and roam freely within that place.
But there were cattle herders as well.
They were, but the Nigerian cattle herders were not carrying AK-47 rifles and other.
So these guys brought their guns with them.
So these guys brought their guns with them. First thing they did was to start to rustle the cattle belonging to Nigerians. And so a Nigerian herder who loses his cattle has nowhere else to go. He becomes part of them because he is given, okay, you either join us or you got nothing. And some of them, of course, joined. And so we have this complicated problem. And this
yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you are watching us from. This is another edition of Politics on the Street. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. Yesterday, Senator ABARIBE has made a shocking revelation. He said northern senators are in support. They are in support of Fulani herdsmen killing Nigerians. He said that despite there was a bill in the House of Senate to ban the open grazing, that the Fulani senators are opposing such bill, and the Fulani senators are in support of the Herder'S killing Nigerians across every nooks and country of the Federation. Do you think that is true? And do you think it is too late for him to come out and say Fulani are killing Nigerians, sir?
I am Mr. Madeni Okoko. This is the government of Biafra. Leave Amazon Nnamdi and his IP government of Biafra. Let us hold it now. Towards the end, we know what to do. You see, Senator ABARIBE in this case, he said Fulani senators are in support of herdsmen.
Yes.
Killing
northern senators.
Northern senators. Not those northern senators.
That was what he said.
Plateau, Benue, Taraba, and other middle belts. They are current days north, and they are not Fulani.
Okay.
And they were killing them. And if you come to Mianti-Anla, the father of Fulani herdsmen, you cannot see these people, enemy the birth man there.
Okay.
All of them are Fulani.
Okay.
And they are the one championing Fulani herdsmen. Now, the man that presented the bill in
the Senate.
in the Senate, that the cattle or cow should have the same rights with the human being. They are supposed to be free moving everywhere. He's a Fulani man. So it's not an Hausa man.
Okay.
It's not a TV man. It's not a Wari man. It's not a Lupe man. It's not Kanuri. It's not Lantan. It's a Fulani man. Now, ABARIBE, Senator ABARIBE, I may tell you now, good morning, Honorable Senator ABARIBE.
Good morning. Why and how?
Good morning. Why? Now, we are waking from sleep to know that Fulani herdsmen are killing people, mostly now, in Biafra land. Thank you for speaking out now, but head is almost cutting off from the body before you start speaking. But anyhow, you still speak the truth. Now, there's no two ways, there's no argument that the senators, some senators in the north, mostly from Fulani origin, are supporting the Fulani herdsmen on what they're doing. There's no hidden of it. There's no element of lie in it. What he said is truth. Look at it. I think Badejo, the Mianti-Anla
Leader.
General President,
He was released.
he was released. All the account charges free. And this is our witness. Not that is photoshopping or acting. Everybody all over the world have known that Fulani herdsmen are the one going farm to farm, land to land, community to community, town to town, local government to local government, state to state, killing people. In the name they want to grazing. They are grazing. Where people cultivate finish, you carry cow, put there, it will eat everything off.
But are you not surprised why the Fulani senators and some northern senators are backing them?
Look, let me tell you, it's only Igbo, Southeast, always go against their people. But I'm telling you truth, apart from that, what the Fulani are doing is bad. Apart that what they are doing is bad, shedding blood is bad, grabbing people's land, ethnic cleansing is too bad. It's atrocity to the core. If not so, Fulani could have been the best tribe in Nigeria.
Why?
Because they always protect their people. They never condemn their people. This senator, the same senator, ABARIBE, is the one that petition against Finland, against someone in Finland, talking against someone. But the Fulani will never do it. No matter how that their person, okay, look at the Abakari, the Super Cup. Because he's a Fulani man. When America wants him, did they release him? Buhari government is one of the worst government in Nigeria. But do you see anytime any Fulani man condemn him? They always support him and promote him. This is why, had he been Fulani herders are doing the good thing, and their elites are supporting them, Fulani could have been the best tribe in the world. They could have been the best tribe in the world. But what made them people are calling them bad name now is because they are supporting evil. And anything evil is abomination. Any abomination should be condemned. So, and if you see these senators, that support Fulani, they are not hiding. They come out openly and tell you that they are the stakeholders in Nigeria. And really, they are the stakeholders. They are the owner of Nigeria. Because no tribe can challenge them. No ethnic group can challenge them. And because we have seen what is going on, supporting of the killing, this is why Samari can become a bad person today. That's why he said, as in absence of Nnamdi Kanu, he said we still continue on what Nnamdi Kanu started. We will pull ourselves from Nigeria so that the killing will stop in Biafra land. This part of it. Although Senator ABARIBE said the truth, but not only saying the truth, as the bill now is in the house to stop open grazings, let ABARIBE that can come out in forefront now to tell Fulani or northern senators face to face that you are supporting the people in killing. Let him still stand up, be in forefront to make sure that this bill is passed to stop opening grazing.
Do you think the bill has scaled through the first reading, and now we hope and then anticipate if it will scale through the second reading before it becomes a law? So do you think the bill will scale through the second reading?
The bill will go through first reading, second reading, third reading before
it becomes a law.
Because Senate will approve it to be a law.
Yes.
And they can never be a law until President sign.
Yes.
Now, it's left for Fulanis to agree.
Are they the owners of Nigeria?
They are the stakeholders of the owner of Nigeria.
Owners, wow. Nigeria belongs to everybody. Every tribe has a stake in this country.
If every tribe has a stake in this country, then everybody has a stake or has a right to carry gun to defend themselves. It will not be only Fulani herdsmen to carry gun. If everybody owns Nigeria, everybody are equal in Nigeria, everybody has the right in Nigeria, let everybody carry gun. And let me see. Let everybody carry gun and let me see. Carry gun freely. Enter farm freely. Go to north freely. Keep people in the farm. Go to east freely. Keep people in the farm. And nobody will apprehend you. If they apprehend you, army and police will come and rescue you. If everybody have the right.
But are they not arresting the Fulani Herder'S too?
How many times have you arrested them? How many times have you persecuted them? How many of them are in jail? How many of them are languishing? Have government from the time of Buhari, have government give army marching order against Fulani herdsmen?
Yes, I've done that.
Have government given marching order?
Yes, sir.
Where did they give the marching order? What state? What local government?
It's part of the states.
Some part of where? Okay, in Oklahoma, they give Fulani marching order in Oklahoma.
No, not Oklahoma.
They give army marching order in Aba
and in Benue.
Which federal government or state government? Federal government or state government? Is this state government control army or federal government control army?
It's the federal government that controls army.
Control army. Then how can state give army marching orders?
No, I said the federal government has given orders in Plateau State and in Benue State.
I'm not sure. I haven't come across it. I haven't heard about it. They may, but I haven't heard about it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if Fulani we allow this bill, that is why it will stay. Don't mind. Do not be surprised that if this bill to ban open grazing will escalate, they may cause riots. They may cause riots. They wouldn't mind. Call army to take over so that this bill will not escape. This bill will not see the light of the day.
So now, all what in summary of what you've saying is that the Fulani senators are supporting the killings of the Fulani Herder'S in Nigeria. Are you in support of what Senator ABARIBE said? Because you don't speak when there are no facts.
Okay, if there's no facts, why should a senator say that animal will have equal rights with human being? And because of this animal that human beings are killing. Have you seen when Nnamdi come and issue directly that Fulani herdsmen should be arrested? Or any governor or any army or police, even the president, the time of Buhari, have you issued any listen that Fulani should be arrested or declare Fulani herdsmen terrorists? Well, in the world, in the whole world, Fulani herdsmen are number 4 terrorists in the whole world in destiny, in the terrorist
index.
Eh? But now they are free. It's IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu, someone Ekpa, they are the terrorists. Eh?
So do you think?
Asking me whether I support what ABARIBE said. Okay, if I did not support what ABARIBE said, does it matter which means ABARIBE said lie? Is it the time when I say I support what ABARIBE said that is true? The senator have said what he's seen, which is the truth. I don't want the beer record. Everybody, it's only pretend. We change the headman farmers clashes, not ethnic cleansing. Okay. ABARIBE, good luck. Glory be to God. You have come out and speak this one. But as you petition Finland and the other people to bring someone down to Nigeria, I want you also to petition Fulani herdsmen and their sponsors to ICC, International Criminal Court. And whosoever senator that is supporting them, petition them, write to ICC, write to International, write to Commonwealth, write to EU, write to AU, to take action against them.
Take action against them. Thank you for that wonderful submission, sir. You've listened to our guests. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse.